Are we live?
Yeah.
Oh my God. 4th and Inches, Halloween edition.
Woo! We back.
Yes, sir.
What are your costumes?
We started on time. Well, Sam, you start us off here.
Okay, well, I don't know if you can see. I don't know if the camera can see very well. I'm a cyclist.
Wait. Now they can see you.
Yeah, I'm a cyclist for Halloween. I got the pants and everything too. I was gonna bring the cleats, but
Too much?
yeah, a little bit too much, I think. Yeah.
Okay, you want to go next?
Yeah, I am a construction worker, or like the world's worst plumber, maybe, or anything.
Plumber with a hammer.
Yeah.
Jake's gonna be soda. Yes.
No, plumbers use hammers. You need
Not re-
tools always.
But I mean, hammers is. What are you gonna do? Smash like the pipes?
I mean, the plumbers are the first one there and the first one to leave. Trust me, I know.
Yeah. All right. Well, lastly,
Okay, got.
I'm Bill Belichick.
All right, get here for the selfie, Belichick.
All right, I gotta look serious now.
Should I hold my hammer?
You should always be holding your hammer.
You're a plumber. You gotta be holding your hammer
Okay.
All right, welcome to. This is
4th and Inches.
the 3rd episode, technically.
Yep.
I guess, of 4th and Inches. I think my dad's listening finally this week. So, hey, Dad.
now. Hi, Sam's dad.
Hey, Ted. I feel like we're on a first name basis.
I think so, yeah.
It's got to that point now already.
Yeah. Let me just bring it right in with the ad read. Okay.
Start us off.
Today's episode of 4th and Inches, the objectively correct football opinion, is brought to you by Cigarettes for Kids. How many times has your baby woken up in the middle of the night in hysterics because of nicotine withdrawals? Probably a lot, right? Tell me if this sounds familiar. You're in the bathtub with the window cracked, smoking a cigarette, while your husband's passed out on the dining room floor, and your baby comes in going, "Oh, mommy, give me one drag, please. I'm begging you, just one, goo goo gaga." But you know the nicotine will just give that poor baby a crazy head rush. So, now you can give them the head rush that they deserve with Cigarettes for Kids. But only 2 of the 20 cigarettes have nicotine. So 18 of them are just for play, and 2 of them are actually gonna hit that boy where it hurt, or girl. The baby will be in for a nice treat, and they won't know when it's coming. Cigarettes for Kids, soon to be discontinued. What do you
That
think?
sounds lovely.
That's pretty good, eh?
That sounds lovely.
Not bad.
Thank God they sponsored us.
Yeah, I know.
Cigarettes are making a comeback.
They are. Cigarettes, the darts are gonna go crazy this Halloween.
You think so?
I miss
Yeah.
the days where like NFL coaches used to be able to smoke on the sidelines, like back
Yeah.
in like the 60s, 70s.
That's
it
when
looked hard.
Yeah.
There's a good picture of, I think it's Super Bowl II. It's the Chiefs quarterback, I want to say. I don't know the name. My dad would know the name. And he's smoking a cigarette at halftime in the locker room. It's pretty badass.
Sets the tone,
What's that?
It just sets the tone.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it just kind
I'd
of
be
works.
Scared. Or like even little league coaches or like pee-wee football coaches. Imagine being 12 years old and you're playing a team and their coach just has a fat dart in their mouth. I
I'd be
wouldn't wanna
scared.
rush.
I'd be scared of that team.
Who wouldn't be?
I'd be scared of the Blitz.
It's kind of threatening.
All right, I'm putting our picture up on Instagram, our story.
Go like the gram.
Actually, I'm putting it on my story.
All right.
Why don't you guys
Recap of the week?
kick it
Yeah.
off while I get this going here.
All right, Phil.
All right, what do you want to start with? Our third? You want to start last week with our wrong predictions on Thursday night?
Hey, we weren't all wrong.
All right. Well, I mean,
That's true. I think I'm cursed whenever I announce a pick. It never goes right.
So you got the curse.
Clearly.
Yeah, so it was Saints Cardinals,
Yep.
I believe.
Yep.
I had Saints not only covering the spread, I had Saints winning the game, and I had a low scoring. It was under like 40 points or 44.
Yeah, you hit that as a lock too.
Yeah, those were my mortal locks. It didn't go very well. Kyler Murray really wanted to win that game. He wanted to win that game so everyone would get off his back because that was the night Call of Duty was being released.
That is true.
So
Well, I mean, I also took the Saints. I just had them winning straight out, right? Because I thought, they scored 9 points the week before against the Seahawks, and no one thinks they're going to do much. And they didn't look that good in the first half, besides the last 2 minutes when their defense decided to just get, 2 pick sixes in the last 2 minutes? Like,
yeah,
it's hard to come back from that, especially when Andy Dalton's your quarterback as the Saints, and they really don't have a true number one starter.
Yeah.
So
Do you think that game goes different if Jameis
Ooh.
playing?
I don't know. I mean, he did a few years ago. He did lead the league in picks and touchdowns.
30 for 30, baby.
I don't know. Would have been a tighter game maybe, but they still would have. They would have lost.
I mean, it ended 42-34. So that's a what? Is that 8 points? Yeah, that's a one-score game.
I wish they won though, because this would have been like the Saints were on track to beat every Bird team because they already beat the Falcons, they beat the Seahawks. So if they beat the Cardinals, they would have been 3-0 against bird teams, and then they also play the Ravens later, and the Eagles later this season.
Okay, so let's say they did beat the Cardinals. If they get to the Ravens that point in the season, do you cheer for the Ravens or do you want the bird team to win?
Ooh.
Oh, that's a tough question. I mean, I'm bird gang till the very end, but
I can't believe you didn't say Ravens right away.
I know. Why'd you
That's
hesitate?
your team.
because
Like,
I love historical moments. I think it's really cool. Like I'm so selfless that I would sacrifice a loss just for something like that to happen. That's such a cool thing to say. We're the bird killers. We beat every bird team.
I'm a bird.
That's true.
Oh, that's true.
Don't be coming at me.
That is true.
Whew. There was a big trade that broke just before the show.
There's a couple big trades that happened, but
There have been a few big trades in the last 24 hours.
Oh,
so
yeah.
yesterday, the Chicago Bears traded edge. He's edge rusher, I believe.
Yeah.
Robert Quinn. He's also like 100 to the Eagles.
Yep.
I don't think that's a huge move
I don't think it's as big
you
as Eagles fans are
as they're making
it out to
no.
be. Well, of course. I mean, if they could have traded for anyone in the league, it'd be like the best player in the world.
Yeah, they could have traded for Brett Favre.
Yeah.
Like now.
Now.
Yeah.
And they would have
But they
said,
don't
Like, oh,
really-
Super Bowl.
They don't really need like any more crazy players like that.
No,
they just
they
need
don't.
like small missing pieces.
Yeah. I don't know. Like it's good leadership to have.
I guess.
You know, for a young team that is bound to make a good run in the playoffs, I think.
Yeah.
But I don't think that he's really the piece they needed.
I don't know. Like, to me, like in the NFL, there's only one position I think that you can take over the game, and that's quarterback. Like in the NBA, if it's 5-on-5, so there's only one person that can really take over. In the NBA, you can take over a game as one person. In the NFL, it's hard. There's 11 guys on the field. Sorry, 22 guys at a time, and you're not even on the field the entire. Like in the NBA, you're on the court the whole time. In hockey,
Yeah.
it's quick shifts. But in NFL, dude, you're limited to how good the other team is when you're on the field. So like as much as good as he is, or as good as Eagles fans are making him out to be, he's got to. They need. One player won't do much. As much as they're saying they're not going to jump to Super Bowl now just because of him. I mean,
Yeah.
I look at the Chargers. Justin Herbert, great quarterback, but what significantly has him and the Chargers done? They haven't made deep playoff runs.
Yep.
They haven't made any Super Bowl appearances. They're kind of struggling this year. Also, they have crazy injuries.
Yeah.
But I'm so iffy on Justin Herbert. Is he elite or is he just really good? Or not even really?
I think for now he's just really good.
I think he's like just underneath Burrow's level.
Like, is he a top 5 QB in the league?
Oh,
Maybe.
Ooh, top 5 is hard.
No.
Like some
No,
people
he's not
put
top
him
No, he's
five.
not top
3,
5. What is your top 5?
Oh boy. I also just want to add here the quarterback who was smoking a cigarette at halftime was Len Dawson.
Len Dawson, thank
There's a
you.
picture
Oh,
of
nice
him
last name.
here.
Close enough. That's
Yeah,
a hard
Oh
look at
yeah,
photo.
that's I
That's
love
crazy.
That.
You can show it to the camera. They can actually see it.
Look at
right
that.
there. Hold on, let me zoom in on you.
You see that?
Oopsies, 1 second.
Do you think that's a Marlboro Red?
Ready?
I would think
Why'd you-
so.
All right, let's not zoom in.
Yeah,
don't
they don't
know.
smoke that cheap stuff in the NFL.
No.
No. But yeah, top 5 QBs. Who do you think?
Oh, man.
Serena and Chugs are comparing me to Megamind because of the helmet.
Megamind. Ooh.
Yeah, they took a picture. They said they have tears in their eyes. So
I
shout
can
out
see
to
it. I can
them.
see it.
Shout out to Chuggarina, their podcast. They had me on as a guest.
Oh yeah.
How
Yeah.
was they did I don't think the fans knew you went to Jacksonville.
I did go to Jacksonville.
How was Jacksonville?
Jacksonville was hot, man.
No.
It was really hot, and there were so many more Giants fans than I thought.
Did you wear the shades there too?
No, I didn't wear the shades.
Yeah, you
I wore different shades. I didn't wear the Oakley shades.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, these are my like kind of part of my language.
I mean, you guys got the dub though.
We did get the dub. I
was a
didn't
good
think
dub.
we were going to though. And my dad and I. So my dad said that for every like one Jaguars jersey he saw, he probably saw 50 Giants jerseys.
From the photos I did see, there were, and from listening to the game live,
Yeah.
like it was loud for Giants fans.
There were a lot of Giants fans. They were all on the Giants' side, like
Yeah.
the Giants bench side, and we were on the Jags bench side. So we were surrounded by Jags fans.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, I didn't know you guys exist. You know, it was fun because anytime like the Giants would make a big play, like my dad and I would be one of the only people stand up in the section.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'd make little comments like, oh, it's not so loud here anymore. Like, what's going on? And then I told my dad, I was like, I kind of want to get into a fight. He's like, no, I'm not going to do a fight. I was like, all right. My brother would be the one to get into a fight,
Yeah.
though. Yeah. He'd start swinging.
You also got some cool photos though.
Yeah, I
You
did
know,
get some
close
good
to the
photos.
Players, like,
Yeah.
the entrance.
So we like kind of snuck around to where the Giants ran out. So I got like a video of them running out. I got a picture of Saquon. Like these guys were so close to me. Like if I jumped, I could have jumped on them.
You should have.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have been able to watch the game though for like pain reasons, and I probably would have got escorted out. It was also so hot there, man. I got a sunburn. I got a bad sunburn. I had like, and then my dad. Jacksonville is a little bit like, yeehaw, a little.
Yeah, I've been there only
sketchy.
once.
Disgusting.
Yeah, it is. So my dad and I went to like the dépanneur or Dep. Oh, that's a French thing. The convenience store. And it was so sketchy, like the gas station. And I got these cinnamon toast crunch flavored popcorn.
Sounds disgusting.
And he took a picture of me. I was in like a white, like formerly known as wife beater, now called wife pleaser. I had my sunburn. I had these CT crunch popcorn. Like could not have been any more America. But it was a great game. I'm glad we got.
You embraced yourself,
Yeah.
America.
Yeah.
America.
Yeah. Well, Phil, what did you do this weekend? It was your bye
I
weekend.
hate the bye week, man. I just get so bored. Like, I mean, I love watching football. And it's probably the only sport I can actually sit down and watch other, like, regular season team games and be, like, entertained the whole time.
Yeah.
But, like, it was just a weird week of football, too. Like, I don't even know. Like, it was hard for me to pick one game because I didn't expect I didn't click on a game and, like, I know what was going to happen. Then that's, like... I was watching the Packers Commanders for a little bit, and the Packers got killed. I was watching Browns Ravens, and that game got closer than it should have.
I thought the Browns were going to win.
I was like, let me go see Tom Brady just go poop on the Panthers a little bit, and he got pooped on.
Yeah,
so, that didn't really.
true.
Yeah, so it was just,
I couldn't believe that.
It's hard. It's a hard bye week. I mean, it's so early in the season too. So I wish Buffalo had a later bye week. I mean, the better team should get the later bye week. I think like Tennessee got the bye week last week. They were 1 in the AFC. What else do you expect them to do? Chiefs aren't until later, of course. Everyone loves the Chiefs. Giants are when?
Giants after this week. So this is what, week 8?
Yeah,
They're
so
week
you're about halfway, which I like. I like the halfway bye week.
Yeah.
But even last week as well, the Eagles got it too. I mean, last year they weren't as hot, but it's just weird. Like I don't know what you need to do to get the later bye week. But anyways, yeah, it's hard. The bye week's so hard.
Well, at least like I find when the Giants are not on bye week, I'm always watching just Giants. But when like bye week, I'll have Red Zone on the whole day, and I won't have to worry to block off like a 3.5 hour slot for just my team. I can see every game. You know what I mean?
12 hours of uninterrupted football.
Yeah.
Get NFL Red Zone.
A lot of injuries this weekend.
There's a good amount of
I
injuries.
think for the Chargers, Keenan Allen came back, and then Mike Williams went down.
Yeah, that's hard to see.
Evan Neal went down for the Giants.
They say how long his injury is going to be?
2 to 4 weeks.
That's not
And then
crazy.
the rookie tight end, Daniel Bellinger, he got like hit in the eye, like poked, and fractured his eye socket and his septum. Like he might be out for the season. His eye was bleeding and stuff, man.
That's weird.
There was a guy at the game that we were talking to in the elevator. He's like, I could like hear him scream from where I was sitting.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was bad, man.
That's tough.
Yeah. You got Brees. What's that?
I was just going to say, reflecting injuries, there's this amazing guy, Gus the Bus Edwards, who came back from an ACL tear, missed all of last season. He's a mechanic shop, and he's rolling 49 yards on 10 carries, 2 touchdowns for his first game back. I mean...
Like red zone touchdowns?
One of them was, there was like a 12-yard.
Nice. Good for Gus.
But
Gus the Bus, baby.
just missing the previous year and coming back like that, especially when you have J.K. Dobbins ahead of you.
Yeah.
The depth. And J.K. Dobbins is down. So...
Kenyon Drake should be their number 1 back.
No.
Based off how we played against the Giants, yeah.
But look at Gus. We don't win that game against the Browns if Gus isn't there. We also don't win that game if the refs don't call the offside.
You guys should have beat the Browns by more than you should have, though. 3 points against the Browns.
Yeah, it's...
I know it's a hard divisional game, and everyone says it's always going to be a little bit closer, but I thought you guys were going to kind of manhandle them a little bit more.
Well, Amari Cooper had like a touchdown that was called back.
So you're saying you got gifted a little bit?
Offensive pass interference, which like is never really ever called.
Yeah, it's only called when like they extend their arm fully is when they really call it.
Like what Amari Cooper did, it was a great play, and like 9 out of 10 times they don't call that. So if I'm Kevin Stefanski, I'm like, keep doing that stuff.
How do you think Amari Cooper's going to do when Deshaun Wanted comes back?
Ooh, you got to think better, right?
They're going to be good.
I think a lot of people are underrating Deshaun because how long he's been out of the league.
Yeah.
But like he was good. In Houston, he was really good.
Yeah, and Houston sucks.
Yeah, so now when he's on the Browns and they get something rolling, I mean, they look good now with Jacoby Brissett as their quarterback. Like they don't look bad. I know they're 2-4, 2-5, whatever they are.
Yeah.
They're not a bad team. They're just they cut a couple bad breaks, but I mean, like Jacoby Brissett's your quarterback. You're limited a little bit. I don't think he's no Geno Smith. He's not.
I've seen too much of Jacoby Brissett. Like it's getting to the point where he'll do the most normal quarterback plays where, like, he'll scramble, maybe do a little dodge. And then the guys in the booth are like, Jacoby Brissett, the magician. Like, every QB does that. That's a common play for Lamar, to literally take one step to the left and throw the ball. So it's really annoying. I think when Deshaun comes back, it'll be a little bit better. I don't think they're going to, like, be booming or anything.
No.
I don't think they'll make the playoffs this year just because they're too far behind
they're
now.
not going to make playoffs.
Yeah. Plus, do you trade Kareem Hunt?
I don't know.
That's the question. He's on the block.
Yeah, he is. There's a few players on the block.
He's not having a great year.
No, I wouldn't be surprised if he... I don't know. There's a few players who every year, like, they're on the block, and then you think they're going to get traded, and then they don't.
And they stay for, like, ever.
They stay... Yeah, exactly.
It's just weird.
Who's on the block this year?
Claypool is a big name that they're talking about getting rid of.
Elijah Moore as well. I know
Elijah
he wants
Moore. Well,
out.
CMC was the big. He was the big running back but then he got traded real quick.
OBJ.
Yeah.
Oh, well, he's not on the trade block.
just a free
gonna
agent.
be
But,
agent.
like, where's he?
That's true.
I group all those guys into the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah,
fair
it
enough.
makes sense.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think Claypool's gone. I don't think he stays in Pittsburgh. I don't know where he's gonna go. I think it all depends. Like, I think when one wide receiver trade happens, a lot more are gonna start going off click. Like, they're just waiting for the first one to happen because no one knows.
We didn't even mention the first
Oh,
wide
we
receiver
did not
trade that
mention
did
it.
happen.
Why don't you mention
about
little
15
Giants
minutes
fan?
before the show? Yeah, Giants 2021 first rounder Kadarius Toney was traded to the Kansas City Chiefs for a conditional 3rd round pick and a 6th round pick. I think this is a good trade for both teams because Toney is a guy who I think he maybe played 7 full games in his 2 seasons with the Giants so far. He played 1 this year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
He's always hurt. Last year it was hand, shoulder, hamstring, ankle, knee, like gallbladder, anything. This guy's always getting hurt. So if he can stay healthy, I think he'll fit nice with the Chiefs system because they're all about like the kind of woo-wee plays, you know. And then the Giants, hopefully they're making room for another receiver.
Yeah.
Because I want Galladay out of there too. Galladay's done nothing.
Yeah.
I would like to see them land Claypool because Claypool was complaining about not getting deep balls in Pittsburgh. And that's
Chase Claypool sucks. You
Really?
don't want him,
Nah, I hope-
dude.
I don't think he sucks.
I don't think he sucks.
Even Tony Romo was like roasting him in the booth last week.
Yeah, I saw that time. It was a play when he should have cut across to
Yeah,
help the
like,
quarterback on instead of running up.
He stays vertical routes all the time, which just allows like whoever's defending him to keep up with him. If he just slants one time, he's gonna stay open.
He
And
looked
once
good
gets
on that
the
last
ball,
drive
he
though
can do
against
stuff.
who'd they come back against? Was it
Steelers play?
They play the Dolphins.
Dolphins.
no, not that game. Sorry, not the Monday night. He looked bad there. The game before that, he on the last Mitch
Bucks?
Trubisky drive. Yeah, the Bucks. He looked good against the Bucks coming back. Oh, I mean, I'm a Notre Dame guy, so that's why I'm kind of, I guess, biased towards Claypool. Like, I wanted the Bills to draft Claypool. I wish he fell to that low, but I'm glad that he didn't. But I don't think I think under the right coaching scheme and like offensive coordinator, if they kind of teach him that type of stuff, he'll excel, dude.
A lot of it's about change of scenery. Just kind of makes a difference.
Yeah.
You know?
He's not built for the Pittsburgh system. The tough fandom
Yeah.
messes up. He can't handle the pressure or the hate, which surprised me because he does TikTok dances. So you think
Yes.
he'd get a lot of hate.
Well, he should follow. Actually, I was going to say he should follow his boy Juju, but I think Juju likes to be the only one on the team doing TikTok dances.
Yeah.
But could you imagine a locker room with Juju, Chase Claypool, and Jackson Mahomes?
That'd be pretty crazy. I saw an ad
That would
Jackson
be.
Mahomes did. He was just getting flamed in the comments.
Really?
I was like, man, I feel bad for this kid.
He's kind of like stuck in that life now. Like he's never
is,
going to get
yeah.
out of it because of everything he did while his brother was on the Chiefs.
Well, at least he's rich.
Yeah. Good
All right.
point.
You guys want to go to a little quick music break, and then when we come back from the break, I want to do my little 2 truths, 1 lie.
Yeah, we got our fun
game,
segments.
and then we can have our little fun whip-de-doo segment. What do you think about that? Does that sound good?
Sounds
Good to
lovely.
me.
All right, Kit, get the music going. We'll be right back after this short break. You're listening to Fourth and Inches on Spirit Live.
We are back.
Yes, we are.
Alrighty. Well, Sam, you want to start us off with our little?
I'd love to.
All right.
I'd love to.
Take it away.
Okay. So, I have my 2 truths, 1 lie. But before that, I have a fact about on this day in NFL history.
Lovely.
Okay? On October 27th, 2002, in NFL history, Emmitt Smith breaks the NFL career rushing yardage record held by the late Walter Payton.
Mm-hmm.
What most people think is that he did it on an 11-yard run in the 4th quarter in Dallas's 17-14 loss to Seattle. However, this is not true. That's not how it was done. In fact, Emmitt Smith actually traveled back in time to have a rock, paper, scissors round robin with himself, Walter Payton, the ghost of JFK, and Mr. Krabs. And upon that tournament, the result was going to decide who would forever hold the NFL rushing yards record, and Emmitt Smith won the round robin tournament.
Congrats, Emmitt Smith.
And that's how it
When
happened.
Mr. Krabs plays rock, paper, scissors, so he can either do rock, because he's a crab,
Yeah.
so he can do that, or he can open his claws. So that would be what his scissors. What would his paper look
Oh, would
like?
you argue that it's paper though if he opens his claws?
As I'm saying, how do you differentiate which rock, paper, scissors he's doing?
I think he would need to have. I think it need to be special for him. So like rock would just be his claw.
Yeah.
Scissors, I think he opens, and then paper, he would have to have, like both of them
hands.
together.
Oh.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes the most
Versatility.
sense, right? Yeah, he didn't win a single game in the round robin though. Didn't win
Yeah,
one.
I can imagine.
Yeah. He got too impatient.
Yeah. Shout out Mr. Krabs at least.
Yeah. And then I have my two truths, one lie as well. I could do that. So, okay, I have 3
Yep.
statements here.
And we're going against each other?
Well, yeah,
Okay.
whoever
Gets it first?
gets it first, yeah.
Are we just shouting out? Are we doing like a buzzer type thing?
Ju-
We just shout it out.
whatever you want.
Alrighty.
I don't
All
even
right.
think I'll know this. So
I you might have a good chance. Trust
Alright.
me. So in Week 7, Seattle Seahawks rookie running back Kenneth Walker had 23 rushes for 167 yards and 2 touchdowns in Seattle's 37-23 win over the Chargers. Okay, that's number 1. Okay, fair, pretty easy. Number 2, Tom Brady is PJ Walker's son. Okay, Carolina Panthers quarterback. Okay, he's his son. Okay, and number 3. Jeff Okudah of the Detroit Lions, defensive back, was the only defensive player in the league before the game in Week 7 to call his mom and recite the entire alphabet front to back, and then read out a recipe for gluten-free banana bread before he took his position coach into his office and sang word for word The Climb by Miley Cyrus. He also led all defenders with 15 tackles in Week 7. So, guys, which one's the lie? I think I made
sorry,
it
how many yards did you say Kenneth Walker rushed?
167 yards.
Ooh, Phil.
Yeah.
I think it's 171.
4 yards? He's going to lie about 4 yards?
167 minus 171. Is that 4?
It's either the 15 tackles or 4-yard differential of you. What you think?
Or what was the second one? PJ Walker's.
Tom Brady is PJ Walker.
Well, that was confirmed already. I know that one too, so we're fine on that. We can move
Yeah.
that. That's for sure true. So it's just
Well, is there
50-50
a
here.
photo of Tom Brady and PJ Walker kissing? Because Brady only kisses close family relatives.
That's true.
Can you confirm that, Sam?
I can confirm that. There might be a picture.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna go with. I'm gonna stick with yes on that one. I'm gonna go with.
I'm gonna go 3.
Oh, you think it's a 15 tackles?
I think Kenneth Walker did do that.
I know he had 2 touchdowns, but 100. I mean, he wouldn't get the. Okay, I'm just gonna. I'm gonna
Kenneth Walker
differentiate
balled
him
out.
just to be different. I'm gonna say Kenneth Walker didn't do that.
Hey, Kit, what are you saying?
I'm saying the third one. There's no way he recited that Miley Cyrus.
No, focus on the 15
wrong.
tackles. Focus on the 15 tackle part.
Well, then that means it's
Phil, do you really think that Jeff Okudah recited the alphabet front and back to his mom and then read out a recipe for gluten-free banana bread,
Dude, I
then
don't know.
sang the climb to his
The
position
lines are
coach?
weird. I don't know what to
The
expect.
lines are weird. That's true.
They're on Hard Knocks. What if that was like a special behind the scenes?
Hey, that's
he's
true.
not gluten free, so why would he have gluten free banana bread?
Exactly. He did have 15 tackles. Yeah, Kit, you're right.
Let's
Kit,
go,
you
baby.
win. And that was word for word what Kenneth Walker did, though. He had 23 rushes, 167
balled out.
yards. He had a great game. I'm worried.
Yeah, fantastic
I'm
game.
worried for him
Honestly,
again.
I knew that was correct until you said the score for the game. I was like, wait, did they win?
No, it wouldn't be like a little detail like that.
I know.
You know, like.
Yeah, when you said the 4-yard difference, I was like, there's no way he's going to focus on just 4 yards.
And then
I did that just to trip you up.
Yeah, you kind of did a little bit.
No,
not gonna lie.
no, don't worry. Well, congratulations, Kit.
Yeah.
Why don't you go ahead with your little fun segment
Okay,
now?
so because it's the spirit of Halloween, I put in our Google Drive.
Does it matter which one I start with?
No.
Okay.
You guys can look at any of them.
I'll put it up on.
Yeah, put it on the map.
All right,
There's
it's on the
6
Mac.
photos of fan costumes that they would wear to Halloween games. And you guys are going to rank the top 3. There's
Okay.
6 of them. So
Sam,
3
can you
that
see this? You want to look over here?
Or we can choose our
yeah.
favorite. Which one do you guys want to do?
Okay, so Monster Mash. We'll start. This one, it's a solid start.
Yeah.
Wait, we have to rank them? Okay.
Yeah, let's go through all of them to the
Okay.
moon and back. That one's aight.
Can you explain them as you go through them, though?
I can. So
Can you go
We'll go
back
back
to
to
the
the first
Monster
one.
Mash one?
This
for
one
this
looks like-
one,
This is
is
scary.
Cincinnati Bengals
This one
week
is kinda
8
creepy.
in 2010. and this fan went as like some Monster Mash sort of.
So is he a Bengals fan? He's got to be a Bengals fan, right?
Yeah, but they did get torched that game, 22-14.
That one does hurt then.
Classic old Bengals.
I think this one's pretty cool. A bunch of boys, bunch of lads dressing up as astronauts.
I like that.
The helmets are kind of underwhelming, though. I'm not going to lie to you.
True, but a little more dedicated.
That is true.
It's
Well, there's
group-oriented.
gravity here, so they don't really need the helmet.
Lovely. That's a good point.
Here we go.
This is a good one.
Pinhead. This was for. I thought this was going to be for a Raiders game, but it's not. It was for a Dolphins-Bengals game again. This was the same game that we saw the first time.
Oh, no way. Well, the picture looks kind of similar.
Yeah.
That is a good one.
I like that.
Here we got a pot of gold, kind of like a leprechaun sort of costume. This was for a Chicago Bears game against Minnesota back in 2016.
The pot of gold.
And then here
Whoa,
we got
that's a
like
makeup.
a zipped up sort of
That's just creepy.
makeup artist sort of costume
Okay.
for a Cowboys game against the Redskins.
That's impressive.
That's some good makeup.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's dedication because you're doing that for like 3 hours.
Oh, that's
yeah.
a cool one.
Here we got the Predator.
Can you
but it
zoom
was
into
like
that?
4 Arizona
yep.
Cardinals.
Whoa.
It's
This one's
detailed.
my favorite so
Detailed.
far. I'm not going to lie to you.
Well, you can't. Don't say that.
I'm not going to lie. I have to say it right away.
Okay.
I think
okay.
that's the last
It is the
one.
last one.
Yeah, so
If we're picking favorites, this one's my favorite
That's your
easily.
favorite, really?
Easily.
Are we picking favorites?
I like it because it's dedicated to it actually matches the team. First of all,
Yeah.
with the Cardinals, and it kind of flows perfectly.
and Predator's pretty badass.
Yeah,
looking.
Predator. Yeah.
I wrote down a ranking.
Oh, you went all in.
Well, yeah, I didn't want to pick a favorite. I want to write a ranking.
All right, which one's your number one?
So I would say my number one is Pinhead.
Lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Pinhead's gonna be my number one.
Yep.
My number two is Predator.
Yep.
I like the look of that. Number three, I have which one? The girl with this one
Zipped
right
up,
here.
yep.
The zipped up. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's number three. My number four is the Monster Mash one. Number five is the astronauts.
Yep.
And then number six is that one.
Pot of gold.
You
I mean,
guys
pot of gold
hate
is
me.
original.
I think the
No
best
way, Pot of
one-
Gold's your number one.
No way, pot of gold.
No, I think the best one's the astronauts one. I think that's so
Really?
funny. Just getting hammered with your boys, dressed up as space guys, watching. I think it was a Bears game. I think that they seemed like they had the most time because their costume's not too heavy. Like Pinhead, come on.
That's
How am I
true.
supposed to eat chicken wings or nachos at a football game?
With your mouth.
Drink beer.
Saucy Pinhead would be
With
kind of a
pinheads,
nice. It's a
though,
whole
like
other
I'm gonna
costume.
be poking them.
Well, maybe he thought about that beforehand.
Yeah, you never know.
It's too dedicated. I actually do like the pot of gold, the leprechaun one, because I think that's a guy who you're gonna see on camera doing a bunch of funny stuff,
That is true.
dancing.
Yeah.
For the fans.
I think the Predator one, it looks cool at first appearance, but I've seen Predator costumes a lot. It didn't really faze me. I think the zipped up face girl was like scary at first, but it also is becoming a little old.
That was just creepy.
Yeah,
It was creative,
It's too
I think.
dedicated.
That's some like she spent a couple hours doing that. If it wasn't her doing it herself or someone else did her makeup, a round of applause because that looked pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
But I love that fans do that because I don't think for other sports, fans really dress up for Halloween. And
Yeah, not as much, or more maybe
No.
it's not as like publicized as
That's
NFL,
true.
I guess,
That's
right?
true. But yeah, that was all my segment.
Yeah. Well, we can hop into mine right away. I got a special edition of NFL Would You Rather this fine weekend.
I like that.
So we're gonna start off with just a nice little easy one to get us in here. So I got 3 questions for you guys, all right? So for question number 1. So take your quarterback off your team right now. Who would you want to come in tomorrow as your starting quarterback? Russell Wilson or Matt Ryan?
Oh God.
Do we have an option for our current backup
Nope.
as well?
Not a one.
Damn. Because I would take.
And
the
they will stay
Ravens
healthy the rest
back.
of the season. They're going to play as good as they have played up to now, and they will not get injured. Sam, we'll start with you.
I'm going Russell Wilson.
Yep.
I think what the Colts are trying to do with Matt Ryan, especially with all the money they gave him.
Well, he got benched.
Yeah, and he got benched. No, I would go with Russell Wilson. That's a guy who, he's still talented, but he was so used to just, he was used to Seattle, like the system. He was used to the coaching, fan base. He knew exactly what to expect every time he walked in the building, and he knew what he was going to do.
Yeah.
He
So-
has 0 MVP votes in his career. Carson Wentz has more.
Yeah, but he still has, 2 Super Bowls? 1 Super Bowl?
Yeah, it's one and
One Super
the other one
Bowl?
threw a pick on the 1 yard line.
Would you rather have 1 Super Bowl
Or Matt
and
Ryan?
a Subway commercial versus no MVP votes, or a guy like Carson Wentz who has 1 MVP vote?
So are you taking the MVP and Matt Ryan? You can take the Super Bowl
I
champion
actually
Russell
would
Wilson.
take Matt Ryan over. I know Matt Ryan's getting benched this week, but He's top 5 in passing yards this
Yeah, that's
season.
crazy to me.
And for the Ravens, where we don't really throw the ball that much, it'd be pretty interesting to see what a guy who loves to dish it out
That's
would
fair.
do. I think Matt Ryan's better.
That's
than
fair.
Russell Wilson this year.
I
Probably
want,
gonna-
I want Russ, man. I
Yeah.
want a guy who's going to be working out for 4 hours on the plane.
Yeah. Those memes are hilarious.
Yeah, they're amazing. Can we pull some of the memes up on the computer?
Let me find one. Hold on. Okay, I'll get to my second question, and I'll try and find the meme for you. Okay, my second question, as you guys are answering this. So would you rather have Zach Wilson be dating your mother or go clubbing for a weekend with Urban Meyer?
Oh, well,
Ooh.
I'm going clubbing with Urban Meyer.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Party animal?
Yeah, also, like, I'm too protective over my mom.
That is
So
a good point.
So Zach Wilson, like, and we're like the same age, I think, me and Zach Wilson. It'd be nah, Zach Wilson, he ain't getting none of my mama.
Yeah, I gotta.
Oh, wait, how do I pull this
gotta
up
agree
on
with
here?
Sam here.
Yeah. And Urban Meyer, he could show me the spots in Jacksonville. You
Yeah.
know, like,
I'm sure you the spots in a lot of places in America. He's coached all over the country.
yeah, I know, but I mean, it really went downhill. We went to Jacksonville, so I'm like, what's going on there? That's
Yeah.
different from everywhere else. Like, how did it go so wrong here? You know, I need the good spots.
I agree.
Yeah? All right. Well, my final question. So I already had my bye week, so I made my decision up already. So it's your team's bye week coming up. You have 2 options to kill the time. What are you doing? Are you going to go A, get a massage from Deshaun Watson,
Oh God.
or B, go on a joyride with Henry Ruggs?
Oh,
my
what?
God. Jesus, man. Oh boy.
Like, this seems like a question. No matter what answer you say,
No
you're
ma-
trapped.
Yeah, no matter what you say, this is bad. Okay, well, I'm gonna. I think I'm going for a joyride with Henry Ruggs.
Why is that?
His
What?
driving playlist is probably fire. Henry Ruggs.
Quite literally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's killer.
Oh, I can't like
Oh, come on, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm just the one that comes up with the questions. I mean, you're the ones who got to answer them.
Yeah, I think Henry Ruggs. I
Yeah,
just
Henry
don't
Ruggs.
want Deshaun touching me.
No, I don't want to get into that. I don't want to get involved in that whole situation.
Yeah.
Innocent.
Yeah.
innocent.
Yeah. But, like, there's no way he's innocent.
There's no way he's
There's no way he's
There's no
innocent.
way he's innocent. There's no way Roethlisberger. There's a whole lot of not innocent people in the NFL.
There's a lot of bad stuff going on in that league. But here we are every week talking about it and watching it.
Oh, I'm watching it every week, no problem.
Oh, man.
Every week, every Sunday. Football took Sunday away from God.
Well, no, not necessarily, because church is usually like 10 or 11 in the morning. So you go to church, you know, you do you pray, you eat the Eucharist, drink the blood of Christ, or hey, whatever
You
church you
think
go
how many people think go to church and pray that their team wins that following like in the next couple hours?
Yeah.
So many people.
You think?
Anytime that I went to church when I was younger, I was praying for like my soccer team because we played later that night. People go and pray for whatever they want. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are definitely praying for their team to win.
That's a big prayer to ask.
It is. And it's like kind of, I think it's a little bit unethical.
I don't know if I have prayed for my team to win. I've once, when the Bruins were in the Stanley Cup final, I actually went to the church and got holy water and blessed my living room to get luck. And
Really?
they lost in game 7. It was the game 7.
Oh, man.
But I asked like, they asked, I'm like, is there holy water I can like buy? She's like, no, if you bring your own bottle in.
buy.
Yeah, she's like, if you bring your own bottle, like I literally got an empty water bottle like this. I unscrewed it and she's like, yeah, just dip it in the thing and fill it up. So I did that.
Did you drink it?
No, I didn't drink. I went like this. I like did the thing.
Can you
know?
drink holy water?
No, I think
Or
it.
is that
No,
a
it was
weird
really
question?
oily. It was like
think-
baby. It almost felt like baby oil. Like it got really greasy. The bottle.
Oh, that's nasty.
Oh, it didn't work. It was game 7. They lost. So I'm never doing that again. I tried my praying tactic. It didn't work. So
There was one time my friend and I went to church. This isn't sports related, but it's just since we're talking about church. There was one time my buddies and I were hanging out in my friend's house, and he has a room in his basement, and we were talking about all these like conspiracies, like, oh, you know, like if you paint your mirror black, like it lets demons enter the room. If your bed is facing the door, like demons are able to come in. And then we were just like freaking ourselves out, and then like we thought we were like hearing noises and stuff. So the next morning, my friend and I went to mass. Like we went to church. It was absurd. We were like 14, 15 years old. We were like, we need to do this. We need to heal ourselves. And it worked, and we were never possessed ever again.
Would you perform like an exorcism in your house if your team like loses next week?
No.
Who are the Giants playing? They're playing
Seahawks, man.
Seahawks?
I'm scared of Kenneth
Oh.
Walker.
Yeah.
But our defense, I mean, we gave Travis Etienne way too many yards this past week. Seeing Jacksonville in person, the Jaguars, I was like, this is a good team. Like, they're not a bad team. at all.
There's a lot of weird teams this year.
Was Robinson off the team when you saw him?
No, he
No.
played 12 snaps.
Okay. That's
And-
actually... Oh, never mind. 12 snaps. That's horrible.
Yeah.
What
Well,
is-
now he's going to be Jets' number 1 running back,
Yeah.
Brees Hall.
Yeah.
Brees Hall is out for the
For his
season.
Do you
Yeah.
think that's a good move for both teams? Like,
Yes.
Jags losing Robinson?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gotta be.
HN is the number 1 back there. And you got a quarterback that can run too. You like,
Does
yeah, it's...
ETN, though, should he still have some veteran presence around him like that? Like,
I
it'd be
don't- I
nice
think
to
he's
have James
fine.
Robinson.
I don't know.
I think he's fine.
I think he's ready to take the leap, but it doesn't hurt to have a guy like that around. For the Jets, it's amazing. I feel so bad for every fantasy manager though that has to drop Brees Hall now.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
got to be some tough times because
Well, if you're in a keeper league, I think people might keep him though, just because for next
in a
year.
keeper league, yeah, but like
Yeah.
for normal standardized.
I mean, I got a
leagues-
10 in fantasy, so I'm kind of happy right now because I know he's gonna get like double the touches that he normally gets.
You got who?
So I got a Travis Etienne.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm more than happy that James Robinson's gone taking
I'm
less touches away from my boy.
screwed.
Yeah. No,
got-
I think he'll be okay because he's got a pretty young team around him too.
Yeah.
There's something kind of nice about, you know, a young team just kind of leaning on each other.
True.
Yeah. It
I
is true.
think obviously CMC's on the 49ers now, so it's the next
Yeah.
question is like who's our running back. So you either have like Hubbard or Foreman. They're both available in my league, so I picked both of them up. It appeared after last game that like Hubbard was the RB1, but he kind of left the game with an ankle injury, so Foreman got to step in more.
Maybe they go get Cam Akers.
I got a fun fact or actually a fact that just came out right now for the money line tonight on the Thursday Night Football. So it opened at Ravens 1.5. It now switched to Bucks -2, and 72% of America's bets are on the Ravens tonight. I agree
Really?
with that.
Go Bird
I gotta
gang.
say the Ravens gotta win tonight.
Yeah, I
They
picked
are.
the Ravens. I had
Yeah.
the Ravens tonight.
They're gonna win. We're gonna kill them. We're gonna kill the
yeah.
Buccaneers. Yeah, I can't believe we were the underdogs. Even the spread, I think I got it in when it was like plus 1.5.
Yeah.
Lines are moving. Get in it quick.
I just don't know how you have the Ravens losing tonight. Or it's not even like, dude, the Bucks look awful. Tom Brady looks horrible, and
I think it's just both teams look inconsistent.
that's the big thing, right? I mean, the NFL's weird. Like you're having teams that shouldn't be winning, and they're like winning like easily against other
Yeah.
teams.
Plus, fourth quarter Ravens is like the worst team in the league.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sadly.
You know who's the best fourth quarter team in the league?
I do.
You know who's
unfortunately.
the best fourth quarter quarterback in the league?
We're gonna say Daniel Jones,
who's still
but-
getting so much disrespect. The Giants are 6-1. They're underdogs by Seattle against Seattle, 3 points. They're getting so much disrespect. I could go on forever, and so could my dad. I won't for the sake of this show.
Quick question then. For this season only,
Yeah,
is Daniel Jones better than either three of these quarterbacks?
for this season only.
For this season only. Jalen Hurts, Kyler Murray, and Lamar.
I saw this. I saw this tweet. No, I think he. Oh man.
Would you take Kyler Murray in a trade right now
No.
for Daniel Jones? You wouldn't switch?
No.
You're crazy.
Oh, wait. If
You-
I'm the Cardinals or if I'm the
No,
Giants?
you're the Giants.
Oh,
No.
Dude, are you serious? I still do not like Daniel Jones. You guys are a
No,
quarterback away
he's
from
a
winning a Super
bum.
Bowl.
Nah, man, we're wide receiver
He's a
one.
bum who
No,
always
you're
looks
not.
like he
WR1.
owes someone money.
No, let's move on from this because we do have another segment that I want to get into. I have a little surprise here for you guys.
Alrighty.
There will come a time where we can have a deep discussion about Daniel Jones, but let's save it for later in the season
All right.
because this year he's having a really good year
As of now.
as of now.
Yep.
So we'll save it for later in the season. Don't come at me, boy. So this next segment, I told you I have a little bit of a long segment here.
Alrighty.
I mean, it's not that long, but when I explain it, it'll be a little bit long. So, sorry, I have to cough. So my buddy and I, Ryan, we had this show first semester called Bird Feed, and we did this segment where we would near Christmas where we Google translated Christmas carols. So we put them through all sorts of languages and then brought it back to English and read out what it was going to sound like. So I have previews for 3 games this weekend that each of us is going to read one. And I have put these previews through all sorts of languages on Google Translate.
Oh, God.
And I want to read what comes out
Okay.
and read it like how it is.
Okay.
You know?
Yep.
So I'm going to put them in the doc here.
Are you bilingual, Phil?
I'm not. I understand a little bit of a couple of different languages, but I can't speak it. That I know, like
I'm pretty bilingual.
yeah.
I speak English and facts.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Huh?
So, if you've seen the doc here, NFL Translate, there's
Yep,
3 games.
I see here.
Kit, we'll have you do the Bucks and Ravens game because that's your team playing tonight. So tell us a little bit about what you're expecting for the game, who you got, and then read this.
Oh God.
So here, you see all the languages? Those
So
are
you want-
languages that I
You want
put
me to
it
read
through.
the first bullet point or the second one?
Read the first bullet point is the languages I put it through, okay?
Okay. So the languages are Samoan, Punjabi, Russian, Icelandic, Kinyarwanda, Hebrew. I can do Hebrew. English. Okay. And then you want me to read the bullet point under it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so this is for the Thursday night game between the Bucks
Last
and the Ravens.
week, Baltimore had 4 yards per play and only 254 offensive yards on threes against the Browns. Not enough to cover. Tampa Bay is struggling to control the ball and the offensive line is holding back. But when Tom Brady can get the ball off the ground and put receivers on those passes, he's pretty good. Football teams think he's 31 against the run and 10 against the pass. All of Baltimore's is first money. Drop those numbers to 0 and rain down as they please. I don't understand a word I just said.
See, if you don't know football, that actually doesn't sound like bad.
No, exactly.
Like if I don't know football and I'm just listening to you talking like, oh, this guy knows what he's talking about football.
Yeah.
Those were
Dude,
just words on a
mine
piece of
looks
paper.
tough.
Yeah, yours is tough. But that one was like at first after I put it through, like this was the first one I did. I put it through all these languages, and even Hebrew is when you read like right to left and
Yeah.
back to English. I'm like, this still kind of makes sense. Got off to a really good start last week. Baltimore had 4 yards per play and only 254 offensive yards. Like that grammatically, that's all good. It makes sense. And then it just goes off like. All of Baltimore's is first money. Drop those numbers to 0 and rain down as they please. Like it just loses it.
Yeah.
Oh,
that
this Sunday night
was
one looks
solid.
great.
So how would you translate that preview to what is that like? What's that actually trying to say?
I think it's saying that the Ravens are not up to the standards they should be playing at, and going into this game against the Buccaneers, it could be a close battle if Tom Brady can do what Tom Brady usually does, minus last game.
Yep.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's a good point.
pretty much what I was saying.
I'm going to read the Sunday night preview because it looks really fun to read. I don't want to read the whole thing yet. I'm going to read it out loud now. All right, so I got the Packers versus Bills Sunday night, of course. This is actually a fun fact. It's Rodgers' double digits underdog for the first time in his career.
18-year career.
That's crazy. All right,
First
so
time.
let's go through the languages here. So we got Portuguese, Azerbaijani, Vietnamese, Japanese, Chinese, French, English, Southern Soho, Scottish Gaelic, and then back to English.
Ooh.
All right, here we go. Buffalo, currently the favorite to win the Super Bowl, has a way to make a meaningful comeback. Before the Bills' six loss to Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes was not the underdog at home. This week, Aaron Rodgers entered the game as the team under double digits for the first time in his 18-year career. The Packers' recent struggles have much to do with the power of the Bills. Green Bay's 3-game scrimmage hit a new low last week against Washington when the Packers totaled 232 yards and went 0 for 6 on third down by minutes in week 7, but the market still moved that number from 8 to 11.5 earlier in the week, based solely on the Packers versus Tops performance. If the numbers keep going up, punters will likely buy the Packers back at 13, and we'll pick Green Bay at that number as well. Until then, we'll stick to the accounts.
What are these accounts?
That was awesome.
Isn't that so great?
That was awesome.
So how would you translate that?
I don't know what it means by the Bills' 6 loss to Kansas City because I'm pretty sure we beat them, for starters. The Packers' recent struggles have much to do with the power of the Bills. Again, we haven't played them yet, so I don't know, and we're not even in the same division, so I don't know what we have to do with Aaron Rodgers and their struggles, but it's all right. But I mean, yeah, of course, the bye minutes in week 7, the market still moved from the number from 8 to 11.5 earlier in the week, which I assume they're talking about money line.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that is true in spreads.
There you go.
Based solely on the Packers versus Tops performance, whatever that means. And I don't know what the punters buying back in, but if any punters are gambling, don't gamble because Calvin Ridley got suspended, and that's
Yeah,
all I got to
it's
say
true.
about that
We saw
one.
how that
Free my
went.
boy.
Nah.
That was awesome.
Yeah. It's fun, eh?
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
So I have the Patriots and Jets. I'm previewing their Sunday afternoon game. The Jets haven't beat the Patriots since Mark Sanchez was their quarterback and Rex Ryan was their head coach.
It's a long time.
Yeah. I think it was like 2015.
That's a long time.
Yeah. So By the way, for this game, like when we talk about our picks after, I got the Jets.
I got the Jets.
I got the Jets. I think the Jets are gonna beat Belichick and the Patriots.
I know.
Because they're a bit of a disaster right
Belichick off a loss. That's like kind of hard to do as well.
That's true. But with the whole quarterback situation, I know you want to talk about.
Yeah, a little
we
bit.
can talk about it if we.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not that serious. I'm not a Patriots fan. I don't care. I want them to burn.
Yeah. So
What jersey are you wearing?
Hey, this is a Halloween costume. This is my jersey. Relax.
So I took this and I translated it to Yiddish, Indonesian, Lithuanian, Arabic, Filipino, Swedish, Maltese, back to English, to Hindi, Irish, Italian, and then back to English again. Gates against lost his rookie driving Bryce Hall last week to a torn ACL. Huge damage to key attacking players like offensive linesman Eliza Vera Tucker with ripped triceps. The Jets allegedly attempted to cast James Robinson into the role of Hall after being traded to Jacksonville.
Allegedly.
For the Patriots, Billy Zappi rose to the starting position of Mac Jones when Jones threw 6 assists and 1 interception in a loss to the Bears on Monday night. Jappy scored lightning strikes to close the race, but in the second half, he made 2 interceptions himself. Bill Belichick named Jones a rookie this week, but New England has yet to do before they award points.
That was fire.
That's great. Isn't that fun?
I love Mac Jones, the rookie. And I love how Bailey Zappi got 2 interceptions himself.
Yeah, I know.
What are the 6 assists referring to?
I don't know, man. You got to ask Google Translate.
What's 6 assists in Yiddish? That might have my answer.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Also, Phil, my dad says punters is a British term for sports bettors.
Oh, look at that. The more you know.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ted
Really?
Bird.
Yeah, he knows his stuff, apparently.
So if Calvin really just said he was a punter, would he have been fine?
I guess so.
So punters are fine to gamble, then, is what we're understanding.
Yeah.
Okay.
It seems like it. So what I'm taking from this is that, the Jets lost their running back, but then they got James Robinson. And then they also have other injuries on offense, like Vera Tucker.
Yep.
And then they're talking about the Patriots' struggles in terms of their quarterbacks, and they have yet to do before they award points.
Yeah, it seems like at the end of this paragraph, it sounds like Bill Belichick Lil Broed Mac Jones and allowed Bailey Zappi.
But he named Mac Jones a starter coming up for this week against the Jets.
Well, it looks like he named him a rookie, actually.
Actually, a rookie.
Yeah.
I misspoke.
Yeah, so I got the Jets tonight.
I got Jets
tonight, Sunday.
I got
That's
Jets
my
as well
pick.
for Sunday, but I'm gonna take a different pick than you.
All right. Well, we have
Tonight we all got Ravens tonight.
We all
right?
got Ravens. We also have 1 minute left here, boys.
All right, I'm not gonna take the Bills because I feel like that's cheating. I got 49ers Rams. I'm gonna take the 49ers. I think that's the closest game, but the Rams
I
never
got
beat the
them too.
49ers.
I got them too.
I'm
Yeah.
taking that spread.
Yeah.
Tonight, I'm taking Ravens plus 1.5 and under 45.5 points. I love the Giants plus 3 against the Seahawks. Also interesting for the spreads is Colts are still the favorites, even with Sam Ehlinger as the quarterback against the Commanders on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I have to say from my gambling corner.
That's great.
Um,
Well, this has been a fun Halloween edition of
Yeah.
Fourth and Inches. So we'll come back next week and we'll talk about if we got our picks right.
Hopefully.
Yeah. We'll see how I don't know, man. We'll see how Sam Ehlinger does as the Colts starter. We'll see if the Giants can continue their win streak. We'll see if the Packers are going to cover a 10.5
yeah.
point spread.
I hope not.
Yeah.
Who are they playing?
The Bills.
The Bills.
Come on now.
Ooh.
And that's all we got
In
for
Buffalo,
today.
Sunday Night Football.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
I hope Aaron Rodgers has another perk so he plays like a demon.
I hope not. My dad has this whole logic of if the team loses last week, they'll do better than week after. Like against the Chiefs when they were down 14, he's like, "Oh man, I don't want the Chiefs to lose. Then they're gonna be mad at playing us." I'm like, dude, and I said this to them. He's like, "Oh, damn, the Packers just lost to the Commanders. Now they're gonna come angry." I'm like, I'm not scared. Like,
No.
come on.
In
It doesn't-
Buffalo?
yeah, come on, dude. In Buffalo, come on.
Nothing to worry
I'm
about.
not scared.
No.
All right. Phil, before we end off, word of the day. Go for it.
Word of the day.
Anywhere that pops into your head.
Google Translate.
That's 2 words.
Oh,
Jinx, buy me a soda.
Oh,
Ah, no, we're
man.
only on
All
sodas.
right, guys.
God damn.